So it's springtime 2020. Just thought I would do a little garden tour. Mostly everything is edible in my garden. I'm gonna start with this. This is the Malabar spinach. These things come back every single year. The leaves get as big as my hand. They're very good in the hot summer. You can cook with these. You can put them in smoothies. They're really good to have in your yard. And some lemongrass, cucumbers from seeds. So I'm hoping that they will trellis into this aloe vera plant. Experimenting on growing spinach on this time of year, I don't think it's gonna be a good experiment, but whatever. Some zucchini, summer squash. I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7 plants of that. Let's see how that goes. A rose bush, that way hopefully it attracts bees in here. This was those mini roses that you buy that are like this big, but it likes it here. It's gotten big. That's epazote, which is good in teas. It's good for the gut. It's good in beans, all that good stuff. And this is mint, spearmint, and I forgot what other kind of mint, but there's 2 types of mints in there. And stevia. This came back from last year actually. Swiss chards. This is good for salads, smoothies, all that good stuff. Cilantro is going into seeds. I usually let them dry out and just let the wind just take it, and then I'll just have cilantro popping up all over my yard, which I love. Free food. Over here is snap peas, some green beans. I planted 2 types of green beans and 2 types of cucumbers. So I'm hoping I planted them 2 weeks apart. That way they can come back and they can take over all this and grow through here. Some scallions. This you just can cut down here and cook with this, and it just keeps on coming back. Carrots, some more cilantro that popped up, kale, and over there is onions, cilantro in that corner, and that's ginger. My little pomegranate tree is full of little flowers. Hopefully we get some pomegranates. Houston Garden Center will usually put their any leftover fruit trees 75% off after this season. So that's how I got this. I kept it inside and it came back really nicely. And my little summer squash, these are onions, like the red onions, and those are scallions right there in the back. Onions. And I have a whole bunch of tomato plants. I have, I believe, 13 tomato plants. This is Chile from like 2 years ago. And I have a little tomato growing in there. I don't know if you can see it. Yes, you can. So I have 13 different tomato plants, about 4 or 5 different varieties. These are peppers. This is a lemon tree that I grew from seed. It still hasn't produced. It's about 3 years old, so not expecting it to produce until like 2 more years. But these are peppers. I'm hoping they do good. And our strawberry patch. So a couple of years back, this was completely full of strawberry flowers. I had gotten really sick, so I couldn't tend to the garden that much. But I have brought it back to life, and we do have strawberries coming up. You can see them all over. I have about, I believe, 5 different varieties. And that is garlic chives. So if you like garlic, this is good to put like in an omelet. This, I've had it for about 3 years. That thing's hard to kill, so that's good. Some more cilantro that's growing in the seeds. So I'm hoping to collect some of these and just plant them next year. If not, I'm just gonna let the air take it wherever, and cilantro will grow all over my yard. See, here's some from last year that grew. And this is Chocolate Beauty. These peppers are really dark color. They actually taste good, like in an omelet. These are more peppers. Now, I have planted peppers in the ground and they died in the winter, but these peppers that I have planted in pots, they've survived. I've had them for like 2-3 years, some of them. So this is some jalapeno, my jalapeno plant. And this is a bell pepper. This one is about 4 years old. And I have my blackberry little thing. I have bought this on clearance for like 75 cents at Walmart. The lady tried to convince me not to get it because it was dying and blah blah blah. It gave us blackberries last year, so, and it's actually starting to come back up. So it has more little shoots, so that is new. And then we have our tangerine tree. So we just picked the last of the tangerine about 2-3 weeks ago, and now it's full of flowers again. This tree, we've had it for about, it came with the house basically. We couldn't figure out what it was, and we finally figured out that it's oranges. Now, a secret that my cousin told me: put sugar at the root when you water it, so they can become nice and sweet. So it's working. And see, we have some oranges in there, and it is full of flowers again. So I'm excited about that. This is a lemon tree that I grew from seeds. It's the same as the previous one. I'm still waiting for some lemons. This beautiful rose bush that I have bought on clearance, because why pay full price, right? And this is very fragrant rose bush, and then a little bitty lemon tree. So my goal is that for eventually 10 years from now, to not have any grass, to all this backyard to be full of food. So this year my plan is to add a loquat tree and some blueberry bushes. So we'll see how that goes. Hope you like this video. Hi, little guy. Hey, my babies. This is our little Jakes. He was a little rescue because I was like this, fuck breeders. I don't believe in breeders. I believe in rescue. Adopt, don't shop. Right, Bubbas? Alright, if you like this video, please hit like and subscribe. And I will keep you posted on how my garden is doing in a couple of weeks. Bye.